he was beside a table. We have Brianna. She was the only person sitting in a chair. We have Charlene. She was in the guest room. We have Daryl. He was the only person on a bed. We have Ethan. He was beside a plant. And we have Vanna, the victim. She was alone with the murderer. And our clue is there was no empty room. I love the yellow background for this one. It's gorgeous. So let's say A, B, C, D, E, B. Perfect. So let's go through, mark off. Is this a smaller square or a bigger square? With bigger squares, so I'm scared it might be pretty tough. Tables, plants. Now these are like cards and other things. They're like cards and bottles, it seems. So, I guess we can X this off. It is a table. Got our bed, plants, bed. Looks good. So, Brianna was the only person sitting in a chair. Charlene was in the guest room. Okay. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms. So that means each person has their own room, and the victim is only in one room. So if Charlene's in the guest room, she was in the guest room, and Daryl was the only person on the bed. So that means Daryl has to be here or here. He cannot occupy the guest room because he's not a victim, and neither is Charlene. So watch this. I'm gonna say Daryl. Like that. And we know that logic can be here or here, so we X out that row. We have Ethan. He was beside a plant. Could be, well, okay. He cannot be here because Daryl's in there. He can't be here because Brianna is the only person sitting in a chair. He can't be here on the chair, so Ethan has to be right here, which makes sense. That is absolute. So we have Ethan. And then we have Ethan for sure. Remember, Daryl's the only person on the bed, and Charlene's in the guest room. So Charlene has to be here, not on the bed. Makes sense and follows our logic. So down to, and that tells us that Daryl is right here. Was the only person sitting in a chair, which means that she has to be so few people. I thought, oh goodness. Luckily we got that, and we kind of had to use that backwards logic that we love around here. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm excited for it to get tougher. Let's go, you guys. So